first game didn't go your guys' way, but bounced back to win these games the way that you did. Don't get a number 2 team in the country. Now you guys are first in the SEC. What does it say about your team and the resilience of your team?
Yeah, good word, resilient. I mean, this is, man, I, a lot of times I feel like a broken record, and I want to be respectful of them, and I feel like I almost need to come up with different ways to just describe their overall competitiveness. But I mean, that's what they do. They compete at the highest level. They have an edge about them, and they have a real belief. They have a real belief. I mean, even if you go back to yesterday's game, we go down 2-0. It doesn't matter. We score 11 unanswered runs against an amazing pitching staff, as you mentioned, number 2 team in the country. But our deal starts on the mound, and Mason Moore was so much better today. He was fantastic. I mean, he made adjustments. Did he have a couple walks and a couple innings? But boy, did he get his way out of it and found his way out of it. And I just want to thank all of our fans. What an atmosphere, huh? I mean, this is awesome. I had a good conversation just even with one of the umpires. It's just amazing. Like, just to see our guys out here, they'll spend out however long, and awesome environment. So thankful for the Big Blue Nation. But just the way we pitched and defend that's us at our best. And I thought Mason got the big double play to end, to end the 4th. I thought that was an awesome job. Great turn there. In the 5th, he minimized, stayed out of it. And then we got 3 big outs from Robert Hogan. We got 2 outs from Jackson Novi. Cam O'Brien came in, and they're threatening. 1 pitch, 1 out. Did a good job. And then Johnny did Johnny. And finished the game. And it was a good overall win. Good overall win all the way around.
Mason told us he didn't have his A stuff. What's it tell you, though, when a guy doesn't have it, but he can battle and give you those 5 innings?
Yeah, here's the thing about Mason is it's just really hard to hit him. He doesn't give up a lot of hits. So there are times where, you know what, he might have lost his zone a little bit, but it's just really hard to string together hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. And he stayed on the attack and got us 5 big ones. You know, if you told me coming into today he was going to get his 5 innings, I would take it. I would take it. And thought offensively, I was so proud of Emilian Petre. I mean, man, this is his family's first time they got a chance to watch him. They came in town from Canada, and was he unbelievable. And I thought his home run in the 1st, his double backside, had crushed another ball backside, this 2 days in a row. Just what a performance by him. Thought Nick Lopez's home run was big, and Nolan McCarthy gave us good at-bats. Grant Smith, just tough, man. Just tough. Ryan Nicholson had a huge hit up the middle. They bobbled it just a little bit. We ended up sending him. That run was crucial. But Ryan, man, he's crushing balls, and he don't have a ton show for it, but, man, do I appreciate his attitude. He's a winner.
You guys definitely took some chances on the backstay with the bunt that scored the run after the review, and then sending Lopez there. What does it kind of say about the ability to base run and just stay competitive and still runs in that way?
Yeah, we're at our best when we just do a ton of things. So if you think about today, we laid down a bunt, scored a run. We had a home run, 2 home runs to score us 3 of our runs. We had 2 strike base hits. We used the middle backside of the field. When we're at our best, we do that. We had a delay steal. We had a stolen base. When we're at our best, we're scoring and we're doing a bunch of different things. And today was no different. And you know what? Give the guys credit. I mean, it's one thing to call a play, but it's a whole other thing to actually execute it. And we executed at a very high level last 2 days.
Anything else for Coach?
I asked you Friday if you know what the message was. Stay the course, or do we have to shake anything up? You said we'll see. This looked like this is what you've done well all season.
Yeah, and I thought it started with yesterday. I give our dugout a lot of credit. They yesterday came out, and Trevor Fitz actually met with them before the game and just talked to them about just like weird. Maybe we got to switch some things up in the dugout. So they switched some things up in the dugout, and it actually worked. And but I just love the engagement of our dugout. I love the way they celebrate each other's successes. It's like no other. And I was happy for our team because, you lose a Friday game and then you come back and you got to beat that team twice. It's a really good team, obviously. They're number 2 team in the country for a reason. You got to beat them twice. And we end up doing it. And that's no easy task. I mean, Dave Van Horn is one of the greatest coaches to play college baseball. I mean, he's like one of the all-time wins leader. I mean, that guy can really coach. Yeah, he got a great team, but so do we. And I'm proud of our guys for their fight.
You guys broke the creams out for the first time this season. I know it's a fan favorite. You get a win like that, do you expect to see him again?
Good question. So I'll let you in a secret. We actually let the starting pitchers decide because they're the ones that are going to go out there and they got to be comfortable. And Darren Williams loved them, so Darren would always pitch with them. So I don't know if someone talked Mason into it or he wanted to, but Matt actually keeps that stat, whether or not like what our record is in with each uniform. So we got a good one so far, but whether Mason decides to choose it or not, I have no idea, but I got a feeling he might. Yeah.
Mason mentioned being quicker to the mound as one of the adjustments he made in between the starts. What other adjustments did you see from him that you think made him successful?
That was one of the biggest ones. Mason is so athletic. I mean, I've told you guys. I mean, I remember him being in high school and him sending me videos of him dunking. And I'm like, all right, I want to see some of you striking guys out now in the spring, right? Like, I mean, he's super athletic. So he's at his best when he's moving quick through space. And I thought he did that. I thought it made his stuff sharper. It makes him harder to hit. He did a good job, mixing his holds and varying different timings, and thought it really helped. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Go Cats.
Thank you. You guys dropped the first game of the series, but come out win next two, finish off the big series.
It's an amazing feeling coming back and knowing that we got a bunch of dogs on our team that no matter what it looks like, we're gonna come back and win. So there was never a doubt that we were gonna come back and win the next two games.
What does that say about the resilience? The first game was got kind of out of hand, but you guys came in yesterday, pumped it, we got 7-4.
Yeah. I got to get a lot of props to the dugout. Having that energy, it makes it a lot easier as a player, and for the pitching staff to come through and give you all the confidence you need when you're the box or on the field. So a shout out to our dugout, just bringing the energy and keeping us alive.
What kind of happened after on that bobble out in center and then you just kind of just ran home? Was that just instinct or did you kind of just go for it?
Yeah, so I mean, Coach was talking to us about going first to third, so I was just already thinking going to third on the base hit, and then I saw Coach just point, and I just automatically went when I saw that. So we call that attacking offense, just looking to whatever it takes. Yeah.
What about your big swing today? What you see on that one? How do you feel?
Yeah, so I've been struggling right-handed a little bit, so coming up clutch for the boys, that was huge. And I just saw a fastball and threw my bat at it, and it went over the fence, so that was pretty cool.
Sometimes it's that simple.
Sometimes it's that simple, yeah.
What about the job that Mason gave you today? I thought he was awfully good for 5 innings.
Yeah, he was awesome. Attacking with his fastball, his off-speed all game. He's been amazing for us all year, and he came through today.
It didn't look like he had his A stuff.
Yeah.
To tell you, as a guy playing behind him, he can still fight through.
Yeah. I mean, it shows a lot about what kind of pitching staff we have. Like, not every guy is going to have their stuff on any given day. And so to be able to have that resilience and power through and give us all they got is what we're about. We're going to give everything we have, empty the tank every time.
Anything else? Coach always says wins expire at midnight, but this one's got to feel a whole lot better. Big statement win for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, we just got to keep stacking them, keep going, and job ain't done yet, so we got to keep going.
Hey, the fans love these uniforms. It's the first time we've seen them this season. Do they have a little magic in them?
Yeah, these are definitely my favorite. They look good, they feel good, so I'm hoping we can keep them going throughout the rest of the season.
Another nice game for you, Mason. What was your strategy going in, knowing you needed a good game today to take the series?
We all know I've struggled the last 2 weekends, and Coach Roselle and I made some adjustments, in my bullpen later in the week, and it kind of translated over. And when we put up 7 runs against a team like that, it kind of makes it, that one a little bit easier when you're out there.
How easy does it make you just knowing that the ball gets past you, the infield's going to make the play?
Just like I said, it makes it a lot easier just to go out there and throw it really down the middle. We have a great defense, and I'm going to keep trusting the guys behind me to make plays for me.
Mason, it didn't look like you had your A-game stuff today, but you fought through and battled. Sometimes you just got to reach a little deeper to find those out.
Yeah, especially, being in the SEC, you're going to have games like that. And, Coach Roselle and Coach Manns always preaches to us, even if we don't have our best, find a way to get outs. And I think we did that as a team really well today.
I can't remember if it was either the 4th or the 5th, but there was 2 outs, either bases were loaded or guys were on first and second. You got that strikeout to end the inning, and you kind of let out a fist bump. Was there a little emotion behind that?
Yeah, I was in the 5th. Yeah, it was a little frustration fisting up out there. I couldn't find the zone a little bit. Had some walks and gave up a couple of runs, but when I got that strikeout, that was just more frustration than excitement. You let it out.
The bullpens came up really big this weekend. What have you seen from them this weekend?
That way that they can pick us up. Us starters, I think we all went 5 innings, and I know that Dom and Trey know that we have a great bullpen, and even if we go 3 to 4 innings, our bullpen's always going to pick us up no matter what.
Did you guys feed off this crowd and the energy this weekend?
Absolutely. It's always nice having a big crowd, playing in front of being like this, and it just gives us all the confidence in the world to go out there and play our best when we have a big crowd to come out like this to support us.
Can you do any extra juice when the opponent brings a good crowd too?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's always nice for the opposing crowd, to come because when they do that, it's going to be a good game, and like I said, it gives us fire to want to beat them when they're on our field, and it's like I said, just gave us a lot of fire seeing how much crowd they had today.
Can you speak more to those adjustments that you made that you feel like made you successful today?
Yeah. So last week I was a little bit slower at home plate than I wanted to be, and that kind of doesn't work with me. And so Roselle and I, during my bullpen, wanted me to work quicker towards home plate, and that's kind of what translated over. And I think that's what helped me, today.